Friends, the country today is deeply agitated over the new Colgate scam worth 1,86,000 crore. Earlier it was the Commonwealth Games 76,000 crore, the 2G scam 1,76,000 crore, and now the Colgate 1.86 lakhs crores. What is this Colgate? The government of India owns the coal blocks in the country in terms of law. The government of India can also allot coal to a government undertaking, to a government company, and also to a private company for producing power, steel or cement. Now, between 1993 to 2005, only 70 coal blocks were allotted. In the NDA regime, about 30 odd were allotted under the Bharatiya government, and many were cancelled also who did not produce coal. During the 3 years of regime of the UPA, when Dr. Manmohan Singh, besides being the Prime Minister, was also the coal minister, 2006 to 2009, in just 3 years, 145 coal blocks were allotted, which included 70 private companies for steel, coal and mining, none of which have come into production. And this was done by deliberately delaying the auction mechanism for 8 years, so that the chosen few, Congress MPs, Congress ministers, Union, Congress state ministers, the allies of the UPA, former ministers, their kith and kins and others were given a bounty. In 2003, the NDA government under Shri Vajpayee came with the Electricity Act 2003, where one could generate power through coal blocks, that is thermals, without license. In 2004, a lot of hike in coal price domestically and internationally was witnessed. What this government did was, for right measure, to go for auction bidding as a fair, transparent mechanism because of the coal demand and new law change brought about by the Vajpayee government. Dr. Manmohan Singh was the coal minister for 5 years from after 2004. And this auction process, competitive bidding, which was a fair process, was deliberately delayed by the PMO in spite of repeated requests of the various officers and others to be it a transparent process. This whole allegation of state governments of the BJP like Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan government of Vasundhara ji or Madhya Pradesh government is completely eyewashed. These three chief ministers have stated that you give coal blocks on a priority basis to the state-run company, Electricity Board, to supply power to the common people. And if you go for competitive bidding, also give a share of that to the state government. These private companies who were given coal blocks have not paid a single farthing except certain bank guarantees. None of them have come into production. The government have confirmed on the floor of the House on 27th of August 2012, as recently as that. Now there is a CBI inquiry. Now we see daily coming out. And last thing you need to remember, this zero loss. It is a complete bogus alibi being presented by the government. In 2G, this government said the same thing. There is zero loss in the 2G spectrum allocation. The 2G spectrum price per circle in 2008 was determined at 1658 crore. The same price in 2012 under Mr. Chidambaram, the finance minister group of ministers, has been fixed as 14,000 crore under adverse market conditions when so many licenses have been cancelled. Therefore, if you multiply 14,000 crore into 9 as a base price, it comes to 1,26,000 crore. And if anyone goes a little higher, it will come to 2 lakh crore. In a similar way, once a company gets a coal block without a single farthing, its worth goes, regardless as to when it starts mining, which they have not done. Therefore, country's precious resources have been squandered away by deliberately delaying the auction process to benefit chosen few, which is a copybook case of crony capitalism. And that's what BJP is fighting about, and that's what BJP shall continue to fight about. Why we did not debate in the parliament? We debated in the parliament 2G. What happened? Was Chidambaram even questioned by CBI? We debated Commonwealth game repeatedly, extensively. The PM promised that he will take action in the light of Shunglu Committee report, a former CAG. The Shunglu Committee report castigated the Shila Dikshit government of Delhi by using the expression, there is a method in madness. No action. Even CBI has not filed a charge sheet against Suresh Kalmadi. This government wants a debate and run away from accountability. debate is important, accountability is important. And whenever we take strong measures, the country benefits. We are trying to invoke the conscience of the people of the country against the series of scams of this government, and we shall continue to do. Now our motto is, from Sansad to Sadak, from Parliament to streets, we shall continue to expose the repeated scam, undoing, corruption and irregularity of this government. Thank you.